What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, SLUMP coming at you guys with the next next episode of the podcast number 3, Slump Game. I can't even think right now because this food is hitting. This food is hitting. Bro, just leave it. Is that my sword again?
No.
I don't know why it keeps falling.
I'm not doing it either.
Anyway, it's the Slump Army Game Podcast, episode 3. I'm joined with the cast right here. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Alright, this your boy Luke, aka Fluke Lucas on the Xbox. And yeah, what's the deal?
My name is Austin, aka Depthside.
But you don't have to say AKA, bro.
Everything!
You Depthside, bro.
Alright, Depthside on Xbox Live.
What's going on? Hey, dang, man. What's going on? My name's Devin, also known as Top 50%.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and start up. So, as you can see from the title, the main focus of today, we have just entered July. That means the first half of the year is over. That means Game of the Year watch is coming almost to a close. Most Game of the Year or, video game publications, they end it at the end of November. Because it takes so long to do the voting. They want it out sometime in December. So we're about halfway through. And I just want to go through, get everybody's opinion on what the game of the year in their opinion is. Just, to name off a few, I'll just name one, which is crazy, which, goes into another topic, but do I still have it? Okay, I still have it on there. But my game of the year so far is probably... I don't know. Resident Evil 2 is up there, though. Resident Evil 2 is up there.
Except for Game of the Year? The Resident
Honestly, hasn't much come out this year so far.
Yeah.
The closing of this year is going to be where it's at.
Yeah.
I personally think when Borderlands 3 comes out, it's going to shut everything down.
Game of the year thus far.
Yeah, I know, but thus far... I haven't even been playing no games for this year. I'm trying to scroll through my thing and look. But really,
I can't even...
I'll name off another one since they're, making bad content. Bloodstained.
Okay.
Ritual of the Night.
I take it back. My favorite game I played so far this year has been Tales of Vesperia, the remaster. I know it probably won't get Game of the Year.
I'm glad you said that.
It's definitely a great game.
That brings... That's the next topic we're talking about. But
I
had that. You know what?
Well, y'all know I'm pretty consistent. I know.
I think I know what yours is gonna be.
Well, I got two. One, I know it's probably not gonna make it, but I got Red Dead Redemption 2.
That came out last year, man.
Okay, well, I was hoping maybe it would get into this year, but all right. Well, if we're talking about this year, then my vote, at least for the new game that I played, well, it'd have to be Ace Combat 7. But I know that would be nowhere near Game of the Year, but that's probably the best game I've played.
Up to this point, it's up there, though. I mean...
That game, last night, I finally beat it. The final 2 chapters took me, had to be 4.5 hours.
Hey, what about that anthem, though? What?
If I were to say about Game of the Year,
it's going to be dud of the year.
Man.
When did that Spider-Man game come out? Was that last year? Or was
That wasn't this year.
that wasn't this year. Okay.
It was like
See,
at the end of
yeah.
last
See,
year.
I can't even tell you what a good the games right now.
I can't think of nothing.
MK11 is up there for me also.
Still need to play that.
What?
And some publications will have Smash Brothers on theirs because Smash Brothers was a December game.
Yeah.
That's not like you can't.
So
What was
You have to count games that came out in December. I feel like.
What about Sekiro? Did that do it? Did that do
I've
it?
never played it, so I can't.
I never played it either. But
It's not my
I
type of
hear
game. I don't like Souls-like games.
I kept my ear to the street when it came to that game.
You kept your ears to the street?
No, but for real, it. I guess it didn't have much replay value for what I saw. People beat it and then they were just done with it.
Really?
But I mean,
For an open world game like that, though, to me, it doesn't sound like it was very good for what it was meant
see,
to
and
be.
that's the problem for me. Like, people knock a game because it doesn't have quote-unquote replay value, which it'd be nice if it did, but did you enjoy the time that you had with it? I heard it's a long-ass game. I mean, you can't really knock a game because it doesn't have,
Right.
I mean, that's
like,
just,
yeah.
that's why I liked the Arkham games so much. That's why I think those are some of the best open world action games because you can go back and there's
The Arkham
riddles.
trilogy's coming out, by the way.
Yeah, I might have to get that. They have the riddles and all that. You can go through the challenges, the
Yeah.
puzzles.
Yeah, and the
secret
combat
bosses.
doesn't ever get stale for real either because there's so many different ways to to fight in
Almost
that
dope,
game.
dude, yeah.
That's what
and all the different characters.
yeah, that's what whatchamacallit kind of reminds me of. What was another? Well, that's Assassin's Creed. That don't really count either. Origins.
They need to make a new
But
Shadow
Origins
War
kind of
game.
yeah.
Shadow
Yeah.
War
When
was
did
dope.
when did the other one come out? The Odyssey.
Odyssey?
Yeah,
Last
Odyssey.
year.
Was that?
Last
I'm
year.
telling you,
Last
there's
year?
not much that's come out this year.
Really?
Like,
Man.
Kingdom Hearts. I guess some people will say that.
Kingdom Hearts was good.
I haven't even played it yet, and I consider myself a Kingdom Hearts fan.
Kingdom Hearts was good. It just didn't to me. It doesn't seem to draw me in like it used to back as when I was a kid. Because right now it's kind of like I'll play it and then I'll just feel like, man, like I want to play something else right now.
I mean, bro, that's what happens when you wait so long for a game and then they release it and it's just.
I mean,
When they do that, you raise the bar higher
Yeah.
and higher for yourself.
yeah, and then like what's disheartening is hearing that they're coming out with DLC. I'm like,
That
man,
shit just came out with the game.
yeah.
Can we say?
DLC and a sequel.
Well, we could say. Well, I guess that don't really count. I was gonna say Red Dead Online.
See,
You could say that.
But
I thought
since
that
it
was cool,
Came
but-
off beta. It's actually
I
been
mean,
nice
'cause
since it came
games
off
like
beta.
that, Apex and Red
Yeah.
Dead Online, games that came out of early access or beta,
See.
those are technically released.
Apex Legends to me is a garbage game. The
I'm
updates
just-
are trash, and the battle pass for me just.
8.7.
I want more than one new gun. If you're gonna make a whole new season, change the map, do something. Take what Fortnite is doing.
Yeah.
They make it your own. That's why they're the best battle royale out still because they literally change the whole map. They vault weapons and they add new ones in to keep gameplay fresh. But Apex Legends has had the same loadout for half a year now.
That's the thing that I don't like about it is the guns. There's not much variety to
Yeah,
it.
man.
Feels like you pick up a gun, then you pick up another one. It's the same thing.
And a lot of them suck. Dude. They're really
Yeah.
bad guns.
Yeah.
That you pick up like that shotgun pistol you can pick
Or
up.
maybe I don't know. Maybe we're just spoiled with Call of Duty or something. I don't know.
Man.
But like I said, for me, it's gonna be between so far Resident Evil 2 and Bloodstained. I enjoy Bloodstained a lot,
That
obviously,
game was dope, dude.
and Smash Bros. If you include the December games, Smash Bros is
You gotta put that in there.
Yeah, Smash
I would
Bros.
probably personally, if we're gonna include that, I would put Smash Brothers over Ace Combat.
Smash Brothers is
yeah,
dope
Smash,
game.
yeah, all them that game is
World of-
amazing.
World of
bro.
Light is really
That's-
fun, dude.
That game is amazing, bro.
World of Light, it's
And I
fun
just
to
bought
watch.
a GameCube adapter, so
Oh, you need to buy one of those. Are they still on sale?
I don't know. I got it for it was like $4.97.
What, off Amazon or what?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man. See, when I was looking, they were sold out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's any good or not. I mean, that's the box came in. It's a cheap Chinese
I
one.
mean, it should
But we'll see.
Uh,
So I'm just going to go through IGN's highest rated games of this year so far. These are all the 9s. We have Beat Saber, which is obviously the VR music rhythm game. Mario Maker 2, which I need to get.
Wow. Beat Saber got a 9?
9.5.
Jeez.
A lot of people love that game.
People
dude.
love that game.
Really?
Mario Maker 2 got a 9.5 also. Mortal Kombat 11 got a 9. Total War
What
got
is
a
that?
9.3. I think that's a strategy game. Devil May Cry 5
Dude, I heard really good things about that
I
game.
need to
got a
try that.
9.5.
Yeah.
Apex got a 9.
Wow, man.
I don't have a score down for Resident Evil 2. I'm assuming it got like a 9 or something. Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, this is the 8s now. Kingdom Hearts 3 got an 8.7. Bloodstained got an 8.8. And Dragon Quest Builders, which just came out, the sequel, got an 8.8.
That's something I need to do. I need to beat Dragon
How
Quest.
did Bloodstained only get an 8.8? I wonder what they complain. You know, I bet you they complain about that water part of the game. That's what a lot of people complain about.
Yeah, I'd give it like an 8.8 to a 9. I don't.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't understand 8.8s and 8.9s in the review scale. It's like if you're gonna rate it that high, just give it a 9. If you're not, then give it an 8.5. But
I mean,
yeah, that's just me.
at the same time, I can kind of see like if it's one thing that has bothered you, that you're like, like that water part, dude. That,
Yeah,
There was like a water level.
the water area of the map, it's just annoying.
yeah. It's just the way you maneuver through it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense.
Gotta love those water levels.
Gosh,
I won't lie. Part of me is a little disappointed in Ace Combat, but I mean, not making it. But I understand
Like
there was
it.
less. There was less customization.
really.
On this one than some of the previous ones that I didn't really appreciate. But
I've noticed that about a few games.
yeah, but that gameplay was incredible. That still,
It seems like games that should have a lot of customization, it seems like
man.
you don't have it as much as like what you would think there would be.
I was thinking, maybe they'll go the Forza route and let you like just trick out your planes and all that stuff as much as you want, but all the skins are set. A lot of them pretty much all the same. I mean, just personal review, I guess, on the game, but
Yeah.
it could have did better.
The thing is that most of the time, those type of games and fighters don't usually get Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I was reading somewhere. I think the last fighting game that got Game of the Year was I think it was a Smash Brothers game. I don't remember which one though.
Wasn't Street
But
Fighter
if you don't count Smash Brothers as a fighting game, because people like to put it in the brawler
Mm-hmm.
category, I think it was like Street Fighter 2 or some shit like that.
Wasn't
So
Street
back in
Fighter
the
4
90s.
like in the finals, like the final, like one of the top contenders?
I don't know.
That was a
If
game.
that's true, then that I don't know.
That's
It was a good game. It was a good game, but I don't know.
People
I'd have
love
to
that
see
game.
what came out.
Yeah.
But I was saying that I was glad that you said Tales of Vesperia, that remaster, because a big topic has been which do you prefer, remaster versus remake.
Ooh.
So example of that would be Tales of Vesperia as a remaster, obviously. Resident Evil 4, they remaster that shit every year.
Oh my god.
Or a remake would be like
Man, Southern.
Final Fantasy 7, Resident Evil 2.
See,
What are some other
know-
ones that are coming out?
I think the Final
Medieval.
Fantasy, the Final Fantasy 7. I think you just gonna have to just wait and see.
don't get me started.
It's not a remake.
I
It's
think
not a
the-
remake.
Yeah, it's not a remake.
They call it a remake for whatever reason, and that's
It's
what
a
has
different
people
game.
so upset.
Yeah.
And you're releasing an RPG game episodically, which makes no sense. It's a
Yeah, like,
it's a 60-hour game, and you're gonna release it episodically.
cash, man. They want that money.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
To me, it doesn't really matter. It can be a remaster or a remake as long as they just do the game justice and don't completely
yeah,
overhaul.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand why they're calling it Final Fantasy 7 remake.
It's not.
'Cause that's not what it is. But yeah, I don't. Which one do you guys prefer? You prefer a remaster, just seeing the same game with better graphics, HD, clear up the, or do you like a remake, totally remade, modern controls, all that?
I think
Go ahead.
for me with Tales of Vesperia, I don't think it was a remaster. I would consider that a remake because they went through and changed up some of the voice acting that sounded corny. They actually added voice acting to the whole game. They added new characters, new weapons, and
But see, that's what classifies something as a remake. I mean, a remaster though.
Yeah,
Because
okay,
a remake would be you're redoing it from the ground up, like
Oh, yeah.
Shadow of Colossus and stuff like that.
and
Totally different game, but
Just,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of risk when you remaster a game. I just think you should just, if it's a game like that was that good, just remaster it.
Yeah.
change the bugs people didn't like, the little tiny issues, and release the game and don't overreach. Let the game do the speaking.
I mean, I like the remake. I like remakes because it basically they go back to a good game and they just they do it from the ground up, making it better. In my opinion, and they're making it better. Like I would like me, I like Fable, and I would like for them to do a remake on that. On Fable 1, like they did
Fable 1, yes.
Yeah,
Fable 2, no.
I mean, no.
No, as far as like a remake or remaster, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Just playing Fable 2 right now, I kind of like its classic feel still. Like
See,
Fable 1 is one that could probably use a good remake.
Oh,
but
yeah,
Fable 2
that's the
is
thing.
kinda,
Is that usually the thing that prompts a remake is the game not aging well. You can't go back and play it. You know. So I don't think Fable constitutes a remake. I think that they can just remaster that, make it look good, and they'll be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Because Resident Evil 2, I don't know if you guys played Resident Evil back in the day and how controlled and stuff like that is. That's not really.
I think they should do a Mass Effect 1 when I went back and played Mass Effect 1, the game just seemed...
What's hilarious is I was thinking about Knights of the Old Republic.
Really?
Yes. That's hilarious.
I can
Those
agree
two
with that
games
one,
right
Mass
there.
Effect 1, I don't know. Because if you remake Mass Effect 1, they're going to change it, try to make it modern. And that's one of the things that made Mass Effect 1 so good is all the RPG elements and that way of control.
Yeah, but it was like didn't they port that from the PC? And it
No, it was Xbox.
It was yeah, but it started off on a PC, didn't it?
No, it's 360.
Knights of the Republic did.
Yeah, I know it did, but
And that game,
Yeah.
When I
That was made by Microsoft Game Studios for 360.
Well, okay, because I know when
it
I
was
played.
exclusive.
I know when I played Mass Effect, I played Mass Effect 2 before I played 1.
they're
So I
literally
went
the
back-
same game. That's my opinion on
I went back and played Mass Effect 1, and I was
Mass Effect 1 might be a little bit better.
I was like, ooh, this is kind of hard to get through.
Yeah.
It's. Ooh.
I got to the Hive part and I was playing and I was just like, man.
But that planet, what's that planet called? Something with an L, I can't remember.
I don't
What
know.
yeah.
When she takes control of people, I was like,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's
That's talking
probably the
about the
hardest.
Matriarch.
Yeah,
The Matriarch.
The Matriarch. That's probably
the
the hardest
R
one in
as
the
well.
game.
yeah, man.
I can't.
I remember that shit. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Once you get through that, you pretty much.
That
You
smooth
pretty much.
sailing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
But
smooth
the ending of
sailing.
that game is so amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Fighting Saren and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Spoiler alert, if you ain't played it by now.
That's what you-
Well, you know you fight Saren now.
Sauron.
Yeah.
When he
But
kills
yeah.
everyone on the... Did he
Yeah.
kill the council on yours?
You have the choice.
No.
You have the
Not
choice.
mine. I always save the council.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Forget the council. Corrupt freaking...
Man, I think the first time I said forget him because of that one dude.
Man, they were all
It
snakes.
was always like, yeah, denying your stuff, and they would always side with him. But the same is kind of said for Knights of the Old Republic. When I want to say,
I've never played that game before.
Oh
never
my
played
God.
Knights of the Republic.
you
Bro,
are
that is
tripping.
right. That was.
If you like Mass
amazing.
Effect, if you like Mass Effect 1, Knights of the Old Republic is up there.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
really-
like I said, they're literally the same game in some respects. Like, it's just like a Star Wars themed Mass Effect.
Well, yeah, kind of.
It's a little bit harder.
Yeah, it's a little hard. You have more choices. You had more. Like,
You got way more freedom,
Right.
but
Mm.
like sometimes it's like you should probably not do this first. Like I've been playing through, and yeah, I saw that. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
The Sith Trooper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just a red stormtrooper.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah, it's a red stormtrooper. And so when I saw Sith Trooper, I was a little personally disappointed because the Sith Trooper I know they're in the shiny metal suits, but
Oh,
it is
what's
what it
her?
Talking
is.
about the metallic.
Yeah, from Knights of the Republic, but that
Oh, you talking about
Hey.
them tin cans?
the actual Sith Troopers.
Yeah,
Man,
I
whatever
know,
they,
bro.
they might
Bro,
be
they
tin
was in
can, but
some
them,
tin-
them
they was
armors was hard.
Bro, they was in tin
They
can
was hard.
armor, bro. That that was horrible. That armor was horrible, but Knights of the Old Republic was a dope game, and then it came out with Knights of the Old Republic 2. Oh, and
Wait,
then
they
they said, and then they
I've never played 2.
you never played 2. They
It's backwards compatible, I think.
It is. Both of them are.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
both are. And like
I got
they,
both of
I think it was free a couple months ago.
And then like
It's on
they
Game
kind of
Pass.
set that. They kind of almost set it up like for almost a 3, and then all of a sudden it was like, now we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna go the MMO route.
They
And
sure
I was
did.
so hurt.
I hate games too. I like Elder Scrolls.
Nah, like how like Elder Scrolls, like that was kind of different. How they went, it was like they set it up, and then it was just like, oh no, we're not gonna make a game. We're gonna make an MMO out of it, and then you just,
that game was very mad to me. I was just expecting more from it.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it wasn't a bad game. It wasn't a good game.
I just every time I play, man,
Yeah,
I get tired. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
Like,
can't get into it.
I'm like, all right. I feel like it's just so much to do, and it's not real.
It gets overwhelming.
I wouldn't necessarily say overwhelming, but it's not. I don't know. It's not enough focus for me. I guess that's a game that has a lot of freedom, and I feel like maybe on a good day or a good month, I might actually try to like get through it. But like sometimes, it just seems like it's just too much.
Yeah, the classes, and it's just almost it's.
You can barely put plural in it. It's freaking 3 classes. And
and then trying to figure out like rotations and stuff like that. It almost doesn't, to me, almost doesn't play like a normal MMO. But I could be wrong though, because I'm just now getting into MMOs.
All right. Well, we got off track a little bit. Next up on my list to talk about is, well, it might not be anything that anybody cares about in this room, but the Nintendo Switch Lite.
I do care about it because when I saw that announced, I was hoping it was just like still a console but slim style. I wasn't, but it's a handheld. So.
Yeah, it's just strictly handheld. Mm-hmm. Strictly handheld. Controllers don't come off. Smaller screen, better battery.
Yeah, it's an on the go. It's an on the go console. You can play. Yeah,
so,
you can.
Huh?
Is it downscaled at all, or is it just the same?
Yeah, it's a lesser version of the.
I mean, it's still a Switch. It just has a smaller screen, better battery, and it has a D-pad on it, which a lot of people are loving.
Yeah,
because obviously a Switch doesn't have a D-pad; it just has the buttons.
It's just a big ass Game Boy Advance. That's all it is.
Really?
With maybe a joystick.
And obviously this means the official end of the 3DS. They never said it, but I mean, ain't no games been coming out for it. So I mean,
they phasing that out.
That 3DS, that thing came out in what?
A while ago.
Man.
That had to have been.
That was when we was in. That had to be pre-2010.
Was it?
Yeah, that was
high school.
Yeah, I wasn't sure we was.
Yeah, and they just kept making better versions of it. And
because we had to be sophomores.
2011.
Really?
Oh wow, really? Whoops, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, 2011 was when the 3DS came out.
Maybe I'm
Before
thinking
that,
about
the
the
DS came out in 04.
Yeah.
I'm
get
getting
that
about
in
just
04.
straight up DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 3D. Yeah, okay.
The 3DS was cool. It was alright. Fortunately, I found mine underneath the bed.
Get your 3DS was one of the best-selling consoles of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this what has it been selling for 8 years.
It's just disappointing. I love the Street Pass thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Slim Switch. I don't really know.
$199.
Yep.
And that's actually a really good price.
Yep.
Because 3DS is fucking
$250. Wasn't it expensive?
$150.
Is it?
Yeah. So I mean, you're paying $50 more for a Switch.
But that kind of leaves me. I wonder if they're gonna ever try to make a more like heavy, like.
But it's not really a Switch.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna make it like a heavy duty.
I was hoping for a more powerful.
Yeah,
they probably will. I'm sure they will.
Like one, like they have you have the mobile one, so now it's just like almost like a dedicated.
I mean, it only makes sense because they did it with the 3DS. They came out with the new 3DS, which was beefed up.
Big XL?
No, new 3DS.
Oh yeah,
new 3DS XL, whatever they called it.
See,
and there was some games that you can only play on that console.
Yeah,
but I don't think they would do it that way. But
I think that's just kind of a good cash grab for them. Like it's not like low effort. They're gonna get a lot of money, but I think they are cooking up for something bigger and more important to them. Maybe the next few years.
So yeah, that was cool. That came out of nowhere, kind of. That's coming out in September, right around when Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening comes out. So I'm assuming there's gonna be some kind of bundle with it. Okay. And they're gonna sell a shit ton of those.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Next thing we're gonna talk about is the Call of Duty. What do they call it? Gunfight.
Yep.
Gunfight mode reveal that they did today. side note, I really like the way they did it. You know, just letting the pro players just play, so you don't see some bum ass dude shooting in the sky.
Yeah, scrambling.
It's a better way to showcase because you know they're using everything. They're using the primaries, they're using the secondaries, the damn equipment and all that. Yeah. I don't feel like that would have been demonstrated very well if you just had some worker at Activision doing it.
Yeah.
But all in all, I mean, it's a little piece of multiplayer and it's just a little game mode. Seems like something fun to pass the time. I thought it looked cool.
I liked it too. I mean, it's bringing back an element. I guess I don't think I've ever played Ghost, at least extensively, but it's my understanding that has like cover fire, where you can fire from cover by mountain obstacles. But and that was a feature that is a feature I like in like Wolfenstein, where you can lean around, you know, hide behind cover, peek out and shoot. Like I kind of like those kind of mechanics in shooting games. So I'm a little excited for it because it looks like it'll make for an intense, at least a game. So, or a match.
I just hope that with the mounting, which is the lean, that they have a little bit of a delay when you're coming out of it, because if you don't, then it's gonna.
Rainbow Six.
It's gonna mess up the game flow. It's not gonna be really Call of Duty, but I'm assuming that they have some plan for it.
It's just a seed of bad gameplay.
I mean, it was fine in Ghosts. I mean,
yeah, it's just I just feel like that adds a cheesy aspect to the game if you can just pop it. Oh, hey, boom, headshot, and pop out and run. Like I hope you can't just snap in and out like you said. That to me interrupts the game flow. Once again, it's probably gonna promote people camping and sitting in one spot. You know, there's gonna be camp spots with it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Like I said, I liked it. I liked the way the new engine was running. It adds a lot of realism. You can see like the shaking from the guns when you're firing them, the recoil. You can see the bullets flying through the air, and every death is different. There was a lot of things that they promoted in that little live stream that was pretty cool that I liked.
Yeah, they actually got, this might be graphic, but they actually, in one part of the game, one guy's got a knife and he sneaks up behind him and literally grabs him by the neck and stabs him. And like, I don't think I've ever seen that in a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, nah.
Usually it's just like a little action and then you die.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like a full animation of like an assassination for the most part. So
that's another thing. All the little animations, like if you watch the stream closely, when you're firing a handgun and you go to reload, he pulls out. You can see two clips, or you can see one clip in his hand. He takes out the one clip. Now he has two in his hand. He puts in the other one and he throws it down. It's just like little details like that. It makes it really cool.
I didn't know.
When the dude was on fire, that actually looked realistic. Like dude's on fire. Did it look like he kind of panicked a little bit? Like
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, he died.
You mean like you kind of lose control of your character?
Yeah, like the actual character looked like it kind of like panicked a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I mean that's kind of realistic. You know,
it might be true, or it could also be because the fire is all kind of like on screen. Like it could really, literally, just be the player himself panicking.
Yeah,
he's trying to shake off, stop, drop, and roll his own player, his own character in the game, but. Unfortunately, he died too quickly for us to tell. But that's just it's a good sign of things to come from Call of Duty. That's for sure.
I really hope they have challenges in the game and goals that you can accomplish more so than the camos. I feel like Black Ops 4 relied too heavily on the camo aspect, and that got done very quickly for me. I think when I was like Prestige 6, I had a lot of them unlocked. I mean, I know it's a lot of play time, but personally, I think there should be more challenges than just camo challenges and all the other dumb rocket launcher challenges and tomahawk across the map.
I'm just thinking about all the little details that were in multiplayer. I'm just thinking about what that damn campaign is gonna look like, dude.
Oh man,
Captain Price is back too, man.
Oh man,
I can't even imagine how that's gonna.
They said Soap was coming back too.
Really?
Yeah, I thought, didn't they?
If Captain Price is back, so has to be alive.
Yeah.
How far back are they going, actually?
Yeah.
No, Ghost is back. That's who they said is back. Ghost.
Whoa.
I think they said Ghost is back, right?
So they going back.
I think Ghost is alive. I'm pretty sure.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, they killed my boy Ghost for
Man.
I think they said that they can bring back anybody because it's a soft reboot, but I don't know if they'll
Oh,
use him. I'm
really?
assuming they probably will because
Oh,
he's a
they're-
fan favorite. So
Like literally the
Soap
most
and
popular
Ghost.
character. Yeah.
Ghost was definitely
hopefully they
the most
bring back
popular.
Soap too.
You know, I like Soap's death though. I think he had a
Yeah, it was a cool death.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're doing a soft reboot, you
might as
bring
well bring
everybody
back.
back.
Right.
Don't bring Shepard back. Okay? Shepard to me just was not a.
No, yeah, I'm good on that. But yeah, you can definitely bring Ghost back. I think it'll be dramatic when he comes back on screen too.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh boy, last time I
Did
seen
they
you,
release
they'll
a
throw
teaser
you in
with
a
Ghost
ditch.
in it? Huh?
Man, they straight up, man. That was a dirty game.
They covered him in gasoline and burned.
Yeah, man.
I will say Call of Duty, just the franchise in general, has some of the best
Yeah.
honorable deaths.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember if it. What was Ice Cube's dude's name? Is it Bowman?
Yeah.
yeah.
The way he died, bro,
Bowman.
I swear that was hype as hell,
When he died?
He was talking bad to them,
bro. Because you gotta go out like a savage, bro. It was
They killed him like he was. Like,
Hell, War to War opens up savage. He's like, don't tell him a fucking thing.
and he cuts
Turn
his
around,
lips.
Wow.
and then just kicked him. What was that
man.
dude's name? Look, Roebuck.
Yeah,
Man, my boy Sergeant Roebuck.
man. Call of Duty campaigns. I love him.
Yeah, those games were real.
Especially World War II. I can't believe I haven't played that
That game
campaign
was
yet.
dope.
You played it.
Yeah.
You haven't played the campaign for World War II.
I
Do you
haven't
have?
Played
You
that
have
game
War
at
War II?
all.
I think I do. You know what? But I think I
The
deleted
little
it,
girl
though.
mission.
Right.
That's
Instead of playing Combat Evolved for 4 days, bro. Right through the campaign.
Yeah, bro. You come
It took you 4 days.
It did not take, bro. It did not take me well.
Nah, but off some real stuff though. World War II has a very good campaign.
Besides,
Yeah, like,
besides
really,
tank mission.
really, really
The
good.
tank mission to me was.
I mean, I don't have a problem with the tank. It's just one. You know, get it out the way, whatever.
Maybe I just have some type of feeling towards it, so I was stuck on it for one whole day.
Yeah, that's because it was glitchy though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but they fixed that. Because it was like you got to a certain part of the mission and it froze or some shit, or it didn't advance.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then getting to the end, games you're looking forward to for the rest of the year. I brought up a calendar because there's a lot this ending of the year.
3 and my pre-order.
Where am I looking
For
at?
real, we got Madden and 2K, Borderlands 3, and Call of
I
Duty.
don't know about.
Borderlands
You don't care
3.
about Madden?
I'm gonna have to sacrifice 2K, bro. I mean, 2K isn't really my thing, anyways. But there's too much stuff that comes out.
Yeah, I got
Where's 2K at?
2K comes out.
I
in
literally
September.
cannot wait for it. They're supposed to be remaking
I think
or
September.
not remaking, but doing a what would that be? Persona 5 R. It's supposed to be like Persona 5 Royale. And they're adding more stuff to it.
So it's like a definitive edition.
Yeah, I
I
think
need
so.
to
Yeah.
watch that show. That's an anime too.
Yeah, it is,
September.
but they didn't finish it.
Oh, they canceled it.
I don't know if they
Yeah, bro.
they canceled it, but they
2K comes out a week before Borderlands.
Yep, that ain't happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
I'm
it.
good on that.
I'm gonna start a game through. I play through on every character.
Link's Awakening comes out a week after that.
Yeah. I gotta get 2K at some
bro,
point.
it's
bro.
too- it's-
I'll get it on
And then the next month, you got Call of Duty. You got Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which looks amazing. You got the Outer Worlds, which I'm waiting to see how that is. Outer Worlds is that Fallout type game. November, you got Death Stranding. You got Pokemon. You got Star Wars. Shenmue is probably only me that I'm excited for it. And Doom Eternal.
Oh,
Bro,
damn.
it's gonna be jam packed.
I don't know, between Doom Eternal and Star Wars?
Low key, I don't care about nothing that you just said, but that Borderlands, bro. I've been waiting.
And
for
Borderlands
so long.
3.
I've been waiting so long, dude. I've had to put thousands of hours into Borderlands 2.
Hell, we
I
just-
gotta-
we just played Borderlands.
I need to finish Borderlands 2,
Man.
actually.
What kind of reviews did Ultimate Alliance 3 get? That hasn't come out yet.
People love it.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
I need that game.
You know when that game
That's
comes
a
out,
Switch.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's a
surprise.
Switch one. That's
What?
not the. No, you're talking about the other one.
Yeah,
Switch
the new one is exclusive
Yeah.
for Switch, though.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what?
So to answer that question for me is, I mean, looking forward to. I won't say I'm looking forward to Madden, but I do want to. I'm gonna play it obviously.
My boy Mahomes.
Yeah,
Shoot. That's correct.
What did I say? Borderlands 3,
yeah.
Link's Awakening, which is Zelda. Call of Duty, obviously. Ghost Recon Breakpoint looks a lot like Metal Gear Solid 5 to me. It looks like a broke man's Metal Gear Solid 5. And I can appreciate that, so I probably will play that.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
as soon as you said broke man's Metal Gear Solid 5,
I keep forgetting to pop that so I can see that Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I'm like Metal Gear Solid 5 is actually.
But he's in.
Yeah, they put him in there.
Yeah.
Bro, they gonna put him in everything?
Death Stranding, man, as well.
Dude, Keanu's the best actor.
Pokemon Sword and Shield,
I
bruh.
feel you on that.
But yeah, it's the Keanu Reeves effect, bro. He goes in everything. Most popular,
Actor ever. Well, not actor, but in the world right now.
At
Yeah,
least,
like he's hot right now.
Modern,
So.
yeah.
I mean, I feel
John Wick.
John, I was gonna say.
Are
that
they?
John Wick.
I mean, just by saying putting him in that 5-year-old game, how many people popped that shit back in, or went out and bought it?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Hey, Keanu, can you be in our game for 10 minutes? Get him back.
Let's see. And then, what are we playing right now?
Blackout.
Right now, for me, I just finished Bloodstained. Playing Blackout. I think that's always going to be there. Black Ops 4. I'm about to go back to Odyssey. And I want to pick up a retro game. So I'll probably pick something to play for myself back here.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nice little Republic back there.
I almost broke my controller yesterday playing Cuphead, man. That game is so frustrating. Like, I ended my stream, I got so mad. Like, I ended the stream and just got off the game.
No, I almost did that with Ace Combat last night. That game.
Oh, you don't understand how hard Cuphead is, dude.
Dude,
You get 3 hit points on every stage. That's it.
you get 2 missile strikes in Ace Combat, dog. And believe me, they send the enemies at you, dog. You fight, bro. Okay, so like the second to last mission, you got to fight these drones that fly. The physics that they fly at have to be unreal, but knowing that they're drones, they're unmanned, so they can hit these high G turns that a pilot can't. So, and there's like at least 100 of them out there, okay? And you gotta shoot all of them down. And the big old whatever Arsenal bird, you gotta try to shoot that down while all these other ones are shooting at you, bro. Believe me when I say, I was like, all right, I'm about to get it this time. That was at like 8:30. I was like, all right, I'm about to get it this time. That was like 9:55. I was like, I'm gonna get it this time. That was like 11:15. And that's just one part of the mission, bro. One checkpoint. I'm like, bro, I can't. I had to put it down and came right back to it. That game is, I mean, again, if you're looking for like a different type of game, I know people don't really like. I won't say people. I know Slumpenstein don't really like simulators,
Not sponsored, by the way.
but if you a fan of simulators, like that game will push you to the limit. I'll say it like that. That's a tough game. I know I keep talking about it, but that's probably my favorite game this year by far. And then I guess I just got done with the Origins. That ending was tight.
Have you played Injustice anymore, bro?
I mean, nobody sent the invite. I'll play it. I was whooping up on my little nephew.
Put him at the time, I played Fluke was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, I played recently.
Nah.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Put him in
Hey,
training lounge for a couple weeks.
man, whatever. He trying to say he put me in the skills training. I feel you.
Okay. I put him in the skills training, man. He came back and dogged me like for a week. I was like, sheesh.
I was like, well, I need to get these physics right. Wait a minute, give me a second.
I know what
He
the
got
game
informed.
is. I know I'm playing.
You know, I need to get the game.
Oh, I just downloaded Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
You should have did it while it was like $1 for the Ultimate Pass.
Yeah, I think are they still doing it or no?
I mean, it'll be 15, but it was $1 for the first month.
Yeah. But isn't that included with the Xbox Live?
Xbox Live and
Like
Game
Game
Pass are
Pass,
included with the
yeah.
Ultimate Pass.
Oh.
But, and this is what kind of pissed me off, is that it goes into effect immediately.
After.
So, no. So if you bought, so for instance, me, I don't know why I do, but I have like the auto pay, like the recurring thing.
Yeah.
So when I upgraded, it wasn't like a month or whatever in advance. It was that month.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
but-
I had
your
some
own
money.
money.
Yeah.
I had some money on my Xbox, and so it told me, which gave me the option, like, do you want to pay, what the money that you still have? I'm like, sure, go ahead. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't think of any game that I want except I want to play Destiny. I want to play Destiny so bad, but
You're
but
so
none of
far
my friends.
Is that
wanna
even on
play.
Game Pass?
No, it's not.
I'm about to say.
But it's gonna be free here. in
Which
a minute.
Destiny?
Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2.
I'll
I'm
play
like
with
500 lit.
Like I wish my friend played it.
My girl's brother plays that
I tried it.
religiously.
What?
Tried it.
Destiny 2.
Who?
My
I'm a
girl's brother,
trumpeter, bro.
Boosie.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, he plays that
We
religiously.
can play that with Trumpeter if you want, man. That dude will get you right. I mean,
But-
it's like 2,000 hours in it.
Yeah, but with the Game Pass, I know I'm playing the Halo Anniversary. I just
That's a good collection of games.
I just got done with Combat Evolved.
That's
I
some
don't
real
know.
nostalgics. Now that is a game that remastered, dude.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
Dude,
I still think Halo
that
3
is
is-
a
Yeah, I still like
it was
Halo 3 the best.
way
It's-
nicer.
Yeah,
Halo 3
it's
was
actually
so-
nice.
Oof.
Like,
Boy.
I was
Halo 3 when it first came out, yeah, that was magical.
That was-
That was magical.
One of the best shooting games.
Yeah.
Shooting games of
I
all
think that was
time.
one of the first. Well, actually, Call of Duty 2 was the first
That
game
was
I
dope,
played
too.
on the 360. But after that, it was actually I lied. Perfect Dark Zero, and then it was Halo 3.
Perfect Zero was boo boo. Yeah, I won't say boo boo. It was man.
Yeah, I know.
It was Call of Duty 2 and Halo 3 for me.
I know
and
this
then Madden.
group of mine need to get it.
It was.
Nah, just saying, just try to get on these games on Xbox, like Monster Hunter. Not Monster
Yeah,
Hunter, like
I'm still trying to
yeah,
play that.
Like Monster
No,
Hunter.
I'm trying to play Gears.
You already know I'm not
Gears-
gonna play Monster Hunter.
Okay, what about Gears of War?
I got it. I'm waiting.
Okay, Luke, why don't you download it? We could,
All right.
like, won't we be able to do
Here.
missions together?
Nope. It's only 2-player co-op.
Are you serious?
Gears of
Yeah.
War?
You can do
story-
Horde. Can't you
story
do
co-op.
Horde?
You can do like Horde and stuff like that.
What's Horde?
You ain't never play Horde?
No, I never played that.
On any Gears of War.
Bro, I hardly played
Bro, it's just Hordes. Bro, it's Hordes.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
Horde
just-
enemies that you
Is
shoot.
it? Okay.
Yeah. It's like ways. It's like
Oh, so it's almost like how Halo had the Forge.
So,
Or it
now I
was-
know a little bit about the Forge, but I don't know if the
Yeah.
Forge is like the Horde.
Like,
Yeah, it's basically like that where they'll put like lower enemies like maybe grunts, and then like it gets harder and harder.
dude, people used to snap on Forge. I can't even say the names of those game modes.
Yeah, but I don't even know if it was.
Things.
Yeah, I don't know if it was called Forge, but I know on Halo, I know you can have people. You can play with other people, which
Dude, Horde low key will turn you into a monster on Gears of War.
For anyone watching, look up Halo 3 Forge game mode names.
I used to go in on
Top 3%
on multiplayer. That's one multiplayer I do kind of miss.
That game was
Just Gears of War.
dang
That's
near perfect. Like, what was bad about the multiplayer?
About what?
Halo 3 multiplayer. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I had
yeah.
no complaints with it.
Yeah.
I never had any complaints
Yeah.
about Halo
And you have
3
the map
multiplayer.
builder and all that.
Yeah, bro. It's just people are better than you. That's it.
Literally, but you can still kind of get off. Like honestly, out of all shooters on like multiplayer, that was the game I was probably the best at.
Let me close this out real quick. I'm eating my food. Okay.
That's-
So, appreciate everybody tuning in. Whoever's tuning in after the fact. Don't forget to like, comment down below what you are playing right now. What is your current game of the year? What you're looking forward to? Anything like that. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Check out my last video. It's a video review of a movie that I can't remember the name of because it's a very long title. It is an anime movie. Very interesting. But check out the video review. I'll put a link to it down in the description. Just so you can click on it. You know what I'm saying? We'll catch you guys later.
See ya.